I said Arenado and it died. All right, looks like we got 14 in. I know we had at least 18 in before, so I'm going to give it another 30 seconds for people to switch over to this stream. Apologies for that. I've never had that happen before where the stream just totally froze in the middle of the break. I've had lag before, and usually refresh fixes that. But yeah, my computer just flat out said that the connection was unstable, and I had to restart the stream. I did not touch the packs at all. I left them exactly the same place that they were when the stream froze. So you could, if anybody has any questions and they want to check the pack, exactly how the pack sat when that stream froze versus where they are now, they have not moved an inch. I know everybody loves to speculate in the hobby. I promise there's nothing going on now. There's nothing going on, and I'm hoping that we pull some like the craziest superfractor in the next pack of autographs we pull. All right, we have 17 in. I'm going to restart. Again, apologies for that. We're going to go our 3 top packs from the left. All right, hopefully that is the one and only connection issue we have. Looks like we might have a Vladimir Asensio hit. Now, unfortunately, I can't scroll back up in the chat to see who it was who was asking for a Vladimir Asensio hit before, but I think it might be coming for you. We have a Jose Altuve, Emmett Sheehan, Shohei Ohtani, and Yamamoto is our international impact. There's the other big one besides that, Ellie and Caminero. Drew Jones, Adlai Koloki on the first, Rafael Devers, and PCA on the board for the first time. Seems to be a lot of hype for PCA. Kevin Alcantara, insert only on the Arizona Fall League. Shen-Eng Lin, highly liked prospect for the Reds. Colt Emerson and Adley Rauschman. Jordan Lawler on the rookie. And there it is, the Vladimir Asensio on the shimmer. If whoever was asking for Asensio is back in the chat, let me know who it was. Graylin De La Paz and Jacob Wilson. Some good hits there. The Ohtani Yamamoto duel. De La Paz. Shen-Eng Lin, who we believe I discussed in the last 2 breaks since I found out that Shen-Eng Lin, despite having shortstop outfield on his card, has allegedly been changed to or limited to just pitching duties now. There is the Vladimir Asensio. Let's see, considering the PCAs hit a 14-second inside. Is that what happened? Is that why people are going nuts over PCA again? I mean, the dude is electric for sure. You can't dispute that. I'm very sad that we traded him for, let's see, I know I've said this a ton of time and tons of times in breaks. Who did the Mets trade Pete Crow Armstrong to the Cubs for? He was a high school first round draft pick. So the fact that he's in the majors already at this point, it had to have been a few years ago. Who remembers who the Mets traded to or got back from the Cubs in that deal? I believe it was 3 years ago that they would have made the trade. Guys jumping from breaker to breaker, worrying about integrity. We've seen breakers come and go. Thank you, Meb. I appreciate the kind words. I do my best never to do bad by you guys. All right, let's see what our autographs are. We'll go right to the autographs here. And we have a base to start us off. Garrett Cole. Carlos Correa. We have a base autograph of Arizona Jose Fernandez. Is that a spot for you tonight, Meb? Juan Flores and Andres Arias. And let's see, autograph number 2 of this hobby box. We have, it looks like a refractor on the auto and a fuchsia on the refractor behind that. This is another shortstop. Oh, Mario Baez. I was hoping we were going to get a big name there. Austin Wells on the first card there. Baez, not a bad prospect for the Braves, though. 330 of 499. with a Lou Rob behind that. Believe Lou Rob goes to the pro spot as well. Lisbel Diaz and Edward Lantigua behind that. So not the huge names there that I was hoping for you guys, but Mario Baez to 499 and another hit behind that with the Lou Rob. Let's see. Did anybody take a guess at who the Mets traded PCA for in the chat? Knowing the Mets, probably some bum like Jim Fregosi. It might even be worse than that. Javi Baez. It was Javi Baez. Definitely not a good trade. I believe that was the year that we lost to San Diego in the wild card rounds. So that would have been 3 years ago, I believe. Yeah, that will not go down as the best Mets trade of the many bad Mets trades that we've made in our history. All right, we have Luis Ariz, Yordan Alvarez, Jose Perdomo. It came to the league. Brian's favorite, Curly Martha, and Adriel Rodney back on the board. I don't know how many of you guys have seen Brian's Curly Martha collection, but Brian definitely has at least the best non-auto Curly Martha collection in the world. And if there's any Curly Martha fans out there, I'm sure he has extras to sell in his almost PSA 10 rainbow, I believe he's up to at this point. We have a Jackson Merrill rookie, Mason Wynn rookie. There's a second PCA, my first Bowman, Emilio Sanchez and Ariel Digo. We'll top load the Jackson Merrill, getting a good number of the big names on the board between the rookies and the firsts that would want to hit so far tonight. And 2 more packs left here. Ooh, we do get one more color. I thought this was going to, because this was an insert pack, we weren't going to get one. Alexander Canario rookie. Canario and Fernando Cruz. Canario now a Met. Ooh, nice one. There we go. That could be a better hit from this one. 126 of 250 Walker Jenkins purple. Beauty there from his second release. Juan Baez and Fernando Cruz. I had totally forgotten that Walker Jenkins was a 2024 Bowman and not a 2023 Bowman draft. So the fact that those boxes, I guess the jumbo boxes have jumped back up into the 500s now. But I like this 2024 Bowman class as a collectible class for the future. I may buy some extra wax to buy and hold some 2024 Bowman. We have a Josh Young. There's our first Paul Skeens of the night, getting all the names there. Another Canario and Fernando Cruz, interestingly. Paulinho Santana and Zach DeZenzo. All the big names getting a hit in chrome in the first 3 boxes, it feels like. Was Aiden Miller 2023 draft, or was Aiden Miller also a first in 2024 Bowman? All right, let's see. Wait, Chris, it's not actually frozen, is it, Chris? Or double, was that a double free as in some other reference that I'm missing? As a Cubs fan, hated that trade, loved Javi. PCA is a new favorite now. Seth liking the trade now. Who the Mets trade for Fregosi again? Okay, good. Thanks, Chris, for letting me know that you guys, that the stream is good. Yeah, that's what I thought, that Aiden Miller was a 2024 Bowman baseball release. So Aiden Miller in that class, Walker Jenkins, those were not the original huge names from that product. I believe the huge name was Dylan Cruz. Still a huge name from that product. And who else did I see that had climbed from that? I mean, Augustin Ramirez, you did not expect to be a big name at all from that product, but he's a guy who will probably potentially graduate from a top 5 prospect for the Marlins to a major leaguer this year. Who else? There were a lot of names. Arjun Namala kind of fallen down the rankings since that product released, but still another potential big player for the Blue Jays from that 2024 release. Cooper Pratt. Yep. Yeah, it's a good release. I am excited to rip that next week. We have just a reminder for everybody, there are paper spots in that one. So if you are bidding on pros in that one, just be careful that knowing that the rookies in that product are paper cards. So if you want to collect paper cards, great. But just be aware of knowing that not everything that is listed is going to have a chrome hit, but we will be shipping all cards in that break. All right, let's keep it moving. Nolan Ryan, 2024 first. Was there a retrofractor in 2024? All right, we have a Garrett Cole, Carlos Correa, Adolis Garcia and Lou Rob, Chase Davis, Luis Guanipa, Nolan Arenado. There's our second Jackson Holiday base. Jace Young, Arizona Fall League, Riku Nishida, and Samuel Basayo. Rookie of Zach Yeloff and Yuki Matsui. Yamamoto on the 25th year anniversary, Miguel Palma, and there's Dylan Cruz finally for Greg. I think, is that the first or second time we've said Dylan Cruz's name tonight? Nice Yamamoto on the board. On the 25th year anniversary refractor, 2 Jackson Holidays. Everybody would have thought he would have been the original headline of this rookie class, but Skeens taken over. Austin Wells and Jackson Merrill on the board for the second time. Leo DeVries and Jose Ramirez, International Impact. Ben Rice first. Harry Ford, Jose Altuve, Emmett Sheehan rookie. Victor Scott, Arizona Fall League. Emiliano Teodo. What's that going to be? Emiliano Teodo and Ashedri Vargas. Rafael Devers. And another PCA. Base Shimmer of Yosua Lugo. Rylan Thomas and Brock Wilkin. Speaking of Brock Wilkin, there he is. Rylan Thomas, the now Mariner from the Ryan Stanek trade. I'm going to sleeve up that Armstrong. I assume everybody remembers that PCA triple in the minors last year where he ran around the bases insanely fast and then popped up at third base and played an air guitar in his pop-up slide. Cooper Pratt is a good one. Yep. Robert Kaya is also a decent one. Yeah. For the Rockies, the Mets. No, that's who the Mets traded. Oh, Nolan Ryan is who we traded for Fregosi. Jeez. Yep, that's the Mets for you. That's the Bobby Bonilla franchise right there at its finest. We also drafted Roger Clemens and out of high school and did not pay him enough to not go to. Did Clemens go to Texas, or is he just from Texas? I might run out of. Let's take the autos and put them to the bottom here. Might run out of top loaders and have to go grab some more at some point. Mets now rookie / prospect Canario getting another hit. Let's see those two, and it looks like we might have another Arizona Fall League refractor or another insert refractor. That would be the first one that's an Arizona Fall League refractor. All right, let's go with these 4 packs and save the autos for the end. We have a Lindor and another Frelick. That is an insert-only lot hit there. Starlin Nunez and Yoral Perez base chrome. Josh Young, another Skeens hit. Ceddanne Rafaela, my first Bowman insert. Jake Bloss and Eduardo Beltre. Jordan Lawler rookie. Dowell Joseph and Felnine Celestin International Impact. And Max Muncy. I believe Max Muncy has a spot in the auctions. I have to double check that, but I believe this one goes to the Max Muncy spot, 129 of 150 on the Mini Diamond Arizona Fall League. Perdomo on the board for the first time in Chrome. Naoki Uesawa, Canario. Adley Rauschman, another It Came to the League, Jordan Lawler, Yenzi Rivas, and Yurdik Profar. Finish off that stack. Let's see. Greg says, already got my lights and shrub shaped like a battery for Bobby Bonilla Day. I think Bobby Bonilla Day only has a couple of more iterations left. I believe that contract is up around 2030, if not sooner. Let's see. He had a spot, almost grabbed it. So, yep, that one confirmed. Does go to the Max Muncy spot. Jake Bloss, Eduardo Beltre. On the base Chrome, Starlin Nunez. And Ural Perez, Perdomo, and Skeens. Big names adding to our big Chromes. Big base Chrome night. Good distribution. A lot of big players getting pulled, which I guess is the nice thing about Bowman Chrome. You get that combination of rookies and prospects getting Chrome hits here. All right, let's see our autos. Starting this pack, we're going to have a base here. Luis Ariz, Yordan Alvarez, and it is Angel Feliz on the base autograph. Elias Medina and Andres Valor, who I actually heard as an honorable mention in the top 15. So just outside of the top 15 for the Marlins. I also didn't realize that the Marlins this year signed Jose Salas and who's the other Salas brother? But they signed his youngest brother, and he got honorable mention as well, I believe. We have another refractor. Nope. Purple on the auto, refractor on the non-auto, and it is Rylan Thomas, as the Mason Wynn shows what we had there. So double Met hits here. We have a Francisco Lindor to 499. So 247 of 250 on the Rylan Thomas, 276 of 499 on the Lindor with a Jacob Gonzalez and a Daber de los Santos in the back. All right, we have 4 hobby boxes down, 3 hobby boxes to go. Steve, you get the Rylan Thomas? Had to run for a minute. Which box are? Oh, perfect timing to ask, King. Yep, we are hitting box number 4 of 7 right now of the hobbies. Still saving the Sapphire for the end. Roki looked great, says Burning North. We have Ole Miss taking the lead against Tennessee. It could be a very interesting NCAA tournament this season. There are a couple of teams that I really like. I'm a big college basketball guy. The Houstons of the world. That will be heavy favorites, but I think all in all, it's going to be a pretty deep bracket this year. I think even the bubble teams will get some. Will be a threat this year. Whoever's in those play-in games will not be easy 11 seeds to play against. All right, let's start off with 3 on this side. The guy that I expect, if he has not been reassigned to the minor leagues, will probably be reassigned to the minor leagues at some point, Ronnie Mauricio, to help give him some time to recover and get some reps in after missing a year with his, I forgot what injury it was. It was hamstring. Hunter Goodman on the rookie. Mookie Betts. There's another junior Caminero and Ellie De La Cruz insert. Dowell Joseph and Braylon Morrell. Shota Imanaga. Kevin Alcantara on the Fall League. Chris Bryant. I believe that might be another one going to the pro spot on the fuchsia. Emil Morales and Caleb Durbin. Ronnie Mauricio and Henry Davis on the rookies. Mike Trout. Another Asensio and Jeter Martinez. Has anybody started thinking about, or does anybody ever think about college basketball in the chat, or are we all just baseball purists? Usually, I'm big on the Gonzaga hype train, but I do not believe in us this year. Maybe Ole Miss is worth thinking about, although a home win in the SEC is maybe not a big proof that they're a real contender, even though it's against Tennessee. Big Iowa State fan. Love Iowa State. I hear they might have some injury issues, though, that could drop them from a serious contender down to a little bit more of a question mark. I've always liked Iowa State ever since the who was there? I mean, I guess that wasn't that long ago when George Niang was there. And who was the coach when George Niang was there? Who said that? Seth. Nolan Shanawell on the rookie. Christian Yelich, base. Celestin and Dowell Joseph. Another Curly Martha and Adriel Rodney. Noelvi Marte and Ozzy Albies. Benny Montgomery on the Fall League. Juan Flores, Andres Arias. Freddie Freeman and Riley Green. Fuchsia on the shimmer this time, and it's going to be a first, and it's going to be another hit for Adriel Rodney. It might be Adriel Rodney night. We've said his name like 4 times at least. Christopher Familia and Yosua Lugo. All right, let's see. College basketball teams. Your college basketball team sucks. Chris, where'd you go? Or are you just saying up there near you there aren't good college basketball teams? I mean, I went to Hofstra, so we're never really a contender, but for whatever reason, I've been a Gonzaga fan since I was a kid. Since the days of Dan Dickow. Nice Rodney there. Let's put the Rodney and the Cruz stacked up next to each other. Make it a Rodney display back there. Let's see. A lot of hype around BYU for sure. A lot of hype around BYU for this year and for the future with how much NIL money they have. Let's see. We have not seen Gehrig tonight, unfortunately. We did get a Gehrig last week. But that's not very helpful for that question. Sorry for the tease, Mike. Hopefully it was you that got that Gehrig last week. Let's see, Texas A&M fan, Mike. Another team that looks very good when they play at home in the SEC, but it's a tough conference. All right, we have a Bryce Harper, another Jason Dominguez rookie. Ramirez and DeVries International Impact, another Sheneng Lin. Colt Emerson, and another Caminero. So getting some big names on the board a bunch. I'm going to shift some cards over after this pile. Fernando Tatis, Gunner on the My First Bowman. Graylin De La Paz, Jacob Wilson, and Vladimir Guerrero. Adolis Garcia and Lou Rob, and Mookie on the gold. That's a nice way to do the gold if you have to do a pro. Make it one of the top 5 players in the league. Number 24 of 50 for the Mookie. Hurston Waldrop and another Bryce Eldridge. Evan Carter and Tyler Black on the rookies. Colson Montgomery came to the league. Max Clark and Aiden Miller on the base. So let me sleeve up these hits, and then I'm going to shift over this couple of these piles because they're getting very tall. Top load a couple of these big names. And refractor. Beauty of a Mookie Gold. And before we get into our autos, let me shift these piles over. Chris rooting for a Sprout to be one of these next 2 autos that we're about to open. All right, let me just shift over this one pile for now. And we'll get into the autos, and then I'll do the rest. Freiberg, yes, that was the George Niang era Iowa State coach. Both of the health issues are now good for Iowa State. Definitely glad to hear that. We have a yellow auto coming up, guys. Good luck on the auto to 75. Soto, Jung-Ho Lee, shortstop, Pascal Ferreras, back-to-back weeks with a big Pascal Ferreras hit. Was it Ferreras last week? Or no, it was Wayner Luciano, I believe. Number 38 of 75 there for Ferreras, Walker Jenkins, and Yasel Soler. So first auto of box number 4, Ferreras to 75. And let's see the second autograph. I think we might get, nope, base, and then a refractor behind that. So base auto coming up is going to be outfielder Jaden Calderon. I do not know a ton about Jaden Calderon. I don't think I've ever pulled an autograph of him before. Hopefully he's a good prospect. Auto only there. And Yamamoto, serial number 1. 1 of 499 on the Yamamoto rookie refractor. That is very cool. Fernando Cruz and Juan Baez behind that. Congrats, whoever has the Yamamoto spot tonight. That is, always love a serial number bookend. That's a beauty. Is that you, Justin, that has Yamamoto? Speedy Claxton. I love that, Mike. Bringing up the old Hofstra vet and Hofstra coach now, I believe. At least he was last year. I don't think we fired him. Yamamoto, 1 of 499 on the rookie refractor. All right, let me shift over a couple more of these piles, and then we'll get into our last 2 hobby boxes of the night. Let's see. Losing their coach to Kentucky was the best thing ever, Meb says. BYU. Yeah, I mean, I was definitely laughing over that in hindsight of their coach going to Kentucky right before the world finds out, or I don't know, maybe we already knew and I just didn't know yet that BYU is now going to become a powerhouse because of their NIL money. All of a sudden, they'll be getting the number 1 overall recruits that Kentucky used to be getting, despite Kentucky getting their coach. Wow, Ole Miss. All right, so far so good tonight. We got a good variety of hits back there. I want ink of a big name before we end the night. Last week we had 2 Emil Morales autos. I think it was a purple and a refractor. So we got a big name, a couple big names last one. We do have Rodney on the board. Rodney's definitely a big one. I think we also had a Paulinho Santana base auto and a Paulinho Santana etched in glass. So let's get some more nice hits for some nice big name firsts before we end the night. Still have 2 boxes and the Sapphire to go. That's a 25-year anniversary there. DC auto. Greg hoping for. I assume there have to be some Dylan Cruz autos in this, despite this not being his first. I would think that he's at least on some insert onlys. In his second release, I would imagine they had to have got him on some stuff. Ooh, that doesn't work. Let's do this. All right, let's get into this. Let's start with our shimmer side. Dominic Canzone and Ronnie Mauricio rookies. Mauricio and Luciano International Impact. Drew Jones, Adelaide Kaloki, J-Rod, and Aslevis Basabe. Carson Williams, Arizona Fall League. Sheneng Lin again, third time on the board. Colt Emerson. We get a green shimmer this time, and I see a bat. Is this Giovanni? Johan Rojas. And nope, Lantigua, wrong Met. Number 79 of 99 green shimmer with a true blue behind that of a blue jay. And it is Bo Bichette, number 61 of 150. Graylin De La Paz and Jacob Wilson. Let's sleeve up a couple of these. And then I'll sleeve up the rest of them after we finish this other side of the stack. We have Ceddanne Rafaela on the rookie, Ronald Acuna, Rodney and Francisco Villarreal on the international impact, Christopher Familia and Yosua Lugo base, Andrew Abbott and Jordan Wicks rookies, Manzardo, Arizona Fall League rookie, Hurston Waldrop and another Bryce Eldridge base, Manzardo and Bobby Witt, Curtis Mead on the rookie 25th year anniversary refractor, Max Clark, and Aiden Miller base chrome. All right, Familia, Lugo. Let's get some of these guys top loaded now. Mead, excuse me, the color match Blue Jay, Bo Bichette to 150 on the true blue, Lantigua on the green shimmer, and another base of Sheneng Lin. We have one of the bigger stacks of base chrome cards I imagine we've ever pulled out of only 6 boxes so far of Bowman Chrome. All right, let's go autos to the bottom. And I'll go 2 packs at a time. All right, we have a Gunnar Henderson, Tristan Casas, Jason and Jackson Churio on the international impact, Fernando Cruz and Juan Baez, Luis Matos rookie, another Jackson Churio, I think for the first time on the base rookie, Jung Ho Lee, it came to the league, Curly Martha, and more Adriel Rodney. Adriel Rodney night continues. Ooh, Ole Miss might close this one out. Hoiberg went from Iowa State to the Bulls, right? He's not still with the Bulls. I'm pretty sure Hoiberg's back in college now with someone else. Churio. And let's go 2 packs over here, and then we'll see our autos after that. All right, we have a Hunter Goodman rookie, Mookie Betts, Yamamoto and Ohtani international impact, another Paulinho Santana and Zach DeZenzo, Shota Imanaga, Junior Caminero on the My First Bowman, and a gold coming up here of shortstop. Nope, not gold. Yellow for the color match. Jacob Wilson, who has Jacob Wilson tonight, 41 of 75. That could be a nice card to own. Emilio Sanchez and Ariel Digo. So we're doing well on the colors recently. Jacob Wilson. Yellow color match with the A's jersey. I'm going to get that one on a stand in the display. That's a beautiful card. Love the green color match on the A's jersey, but the yellow color match with that yellow elbow pad looks real good. I know there was plenty of Jacob Wilson hype going into his major league debut last year. Do we think that nobody really mentioned Jacob Wilson as a potential rookie of the year when we were talking about rookie of the year favorites today or on Sunday? Surprised by that. I think the A's will be better this year, and I assume he should get plenty of playing time back from that. I believe that was also a hamstring injury. Just let me know in the chat that you guys could hear me. I just want to make sure that we're not in a freeze situation again before I go to the auto packs. All right. Thank you, Greg. And here we go. All right, we have orange. Henry Davis on the rookie. Mike Trout, and the orange is outfielder Andres Arias, number 22 of 25 on the orange auto. We have behind that Lisbel Diaz and Edward Lantigua. I think we might have hit a Lisbel Diaz orange at some point. Maybe it wasn't ink, but orange ink on the board's never a bad thing. I don't know a ton yet about the Blue Jays' current prospect rankings, so I don't know where Arias currently sits. All right, let's see. Autograph number 2 of this box. We have a base, Trey Cabbage rookie, Trey Turner, and Gennaro Miller on the non-first auto because he was in 2020. Was he in 2023? Andres Arias and Juan Flores also getting base. All right, so Gennaro Miller, another auto only there. Getting our next hit. We have 2 more autos coming. That would be auto number 13 and 14 out of box number 7 of the night. And then we will save that Sapphire and rip it last. 1 guaranteed autograph and 3 parallels guaranteed on that box. So plenty of excitement to come at the ends there. Let me, now that we have a little bit more space back here, I'll do some adjusting so we can try and get everything on the stands in the display. Pretty busy display tonight. A lot of interesting stuff coming out. Orange ink for Arias. Started the stand with Fernando Cruz on the Fuchsia Shimmer. Added a Rodney Fuchsia Shimmer in base auto. Steven Martinez was our first autograph of the night with a mini diamond numbered to 100. Yamamoto with a serial number 1 of 499 on his rookie refractor. Vladdy Guerrero getting ink. Jacob Wilson getting a nice yellow color match. The Ellie De La Cruz and Junior Caminero insert getting a mini diamond hit. Oh, no way. Did Tennessee just hit a 3 and get fouled with 40 seconds left down 4? That's ridiculous. Sorry if there's any Ole Miss fans. That is just crazy. We're going to go 3 packs here, and then we'll rip these before we go to the other side this time for the last hobby box here. Starting off with a Marcus Semien, Junior Caminero back on the board. The Acuna brothers, International Impact, Max Clark and Aiden Miller. Nolan Schanuel, rookie, Christian Yelich. Chase DeLauder, there we go, finally saying Chase DeLauder's name. Walker Jenkins back on the board with Yasel Soler. Riley Green and Noel V. Marte. Ozzy Albies and Dowell Joseph and Braylon Morrell get back on the board. We're going to call this the break of the cat hair. So what happens when you order from somebody new. All of a sudden you get a box of cards covered in cat hair. Wow, tie game in Ole Miss. All right, let's see our 3 packs here, starting with another Yamamoto rookie. Zach Yeloff, Ethan Salas, and Jackson Churio, International Impact. Graylin De La Paz, and another Jacob Wilson. Gavin Williams rookie. Kevin Parada, I believe he's an insert only. Nolan Arenado gets a refractor to 499. That one goes to the pros spot. We have a Fernando Cruz and Juan Baez base chrome. Austin Riley and Heston Kjerstad. Pascal Ferreras gets another hit with the shimmer. Curly Martha and Adriel Rodney. Greg, I am also allergic to cats. So hopefully whatever cat this was is hypoallergenic. Maybe that's why my throat's all of a sudden scratchy. Or maybe I swallowed a cat hair. Oh, I think we're going to have just enough top loaders. We're going to go through close to 100 top loaders tonight with all of these big name chrome cards coming out. Well, at least the guy's boxes were good. We can't hate him for that. All right, these are our final two autos of the night. Oops. Put them to the bottom. Or final two autos of the hobby portion of tonight, I should say. Bryce Harper, Jason Dominguez back on the board. A bunch of him tonight. Ethan Salas that came to the league, Christopher Familia, and Yosua Lugo. 2 more chances for Sprout. My fingers are crossed for you. I would love to pull you a big Sprout. Oh my God, that couldn't have come closer to getting in. Oh boy. What a classic we have going on in this Ole Miss game right now. We have another Jackson Holiday, Garrett Cole, and another Jackson Holiday. It came my first Bowman, Drew Jones and Adalai Kaloki. Double Jackson Holiday hits there. I believe that's his third base chrome. And he adds a my first Bowman to that as well. Let's shift over. Sprout is probably not in Sapphire, I would guess. I don't know that for sure, but I would think it's probably safe to say. We have a Chris Meade rookie, Colt Keith, Jefferson Caro, and Luis Lara International Impact. Juan Flores and Andres Arias have been hot tonight. Last non-auto pack out of the hobby portion of the break. We're going to get Carlos Correa. We're going to get an Aqua Lava, I believe, behind the Owen Casey and Tyler Black, which is also, oh no, Tyler Black's in the checklist. We have an Andrew Abbott, which is Andrew Abbott. I think Andrew Abbott might have been in the rookie lot. He was. Congratulations, rookie lot owner. With the Andrew Abbott, number 28 of 199, Aqua Lava. Or Teal Lava. Edward Antigua and Lizbel Diaz, adding one more hit each for them in base. All right, let's leave that up, and let's see our final 2 hobby autographs. Let's see. I'm going to go with this pack first. Can't tell if one's thicker than the other. What do we have? We have a refractor coming up here, and that's going to be an auto. Yuki Matsui rookie, Nolan Arenado. In the back, we have Colt Emerson, and we have Shenang Lin again, and pitcher Thomas Ireland. I knew I didn't recognize the card, and I knew it was a pitcher auto only, but not Sproat. Thomas Ireland, 201 of 499 on the refractor auto first there. What can Tennessee do in 7.5 seconds? And what is our last auto going to be? Oh, wow. Took it up court and called the timeout with 3 seconds left. Interesting. We have, we're going to get double color autographs here. We got the refractor auto of Thomas Ireland. We're going to get a blue reptilian, and I think the purple is going to be the auto. So Fernando Tatis in the front, another Bryce Eldridge. I think the 4th time we've said his name, and Hurston Waldrop in the back. Let's see the auto first. The purple auto is going to be shortstop, Yolfran Castillo, 118 of 250. And the blue is going to be Hurston Waldrop on the blue reptilian, number 70 of 150 for the Brave that you would assume will get a shot this year in the rotation, I would imagine. Waldrop. Yolfran Castillo, purple auto. And let's go right into the Sapphire. Final box of the night. The one I've been waiting for. Hopefully the one you guys have been looking forward to. I tried to get my hands on some more Sapphire draft, but the prices are pretty crazy. So I will keep working on that. All right, let's see what we have here in our 8 packs with 4 cards per pack. All right, we have the box open and empty. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember these packs. I think that this might be the first time that I have ripped 2024 Chrome Sapphire. Let's hope for some good things in this first Sapphire rip that I've done of this. All right, if there's color, I'm going to put it to the back. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. So I'm nervous about the that prior camera freeze. I don't want to take any risks here. All right, we have a Colton Cowser rookie to start us off. I think that might be the first time Cowser's been on the board tonight with the yellow behind that. The yellow is a Cub, and the yellow is now Met Cub, Alexander Canario, number 73 of 75. We have an Alexander Albertus and Julio Zayas behind that. Haven't had a hit in draft since December. Hey, Ole Miss wins. All right, Zayas, our first parallel of the box of at least 3 is Alexander Canario on the rookie yellow parallel, yellow Sapphire parallel. Pack number 2, we're going to have our second parallel. Oh, boy, we're going to have a couple hits here, guys. All right, good luck. This could be the big pack here. This looks like a yellow, gold Sapphire selections. Kyle Manzardo, our gold Sapphire selections is Perdomo. Cool hit there. So Perdomo on the gold parallel. Jeremy Siriaco behind that. And yellow parallel non-auto of Christopher Familia. So some names that we've heard a couple times tonight. 2 parallels in the same box or in the same pack. And 3 parallels on the board in 2 packs. So Sapphire doing nice things for us already in the first 2 packs of the box. Perdomo, I believe, only had some inserts and 1 base chrome. So good to see him getting some gold in the Sapphire box. Siriaco and Kyle Manzardo getting our other Sapphire hits. Still looking for our auto, and now we'll see what on top of those 3 parallels we can add. This pack looks like it might just be base. Finally, Kyron Paris, Lawrence Butler, first time saying his name tonight, Derek Bernard, and Steven Martinez. So the nice night for Steven Martinez continues. Nice one for Lawrence Butler. We'll see how he can follow up on his really impressive second half of his rookie season. On to pack number 4, and we get a nice Bobby Witt Sapphire. Andrew Abbott getting another hit. Angel Feliz and Kyle Teal in what was Kyle Teal's... Was Kyle Teal a 2024 Bowman first as well? Or was he a 2023 draft? I want to say he was also 2024 Bowman. All right, we have Marco Luciano on the rookie starting us off. Brian Wu, have not said his name yet tonight, getting on the board in Sapphire. Vladdy Guerrero adding a Sapphire hit to his auto. And Adolfo Sanchez. Three packs left, so we got three parallels in the first 2 packs, and we actually haven't hit anything since. Maybe they loaded those top 2. All right, still looking for our ink at least. Jordan Wicks, rookie. Ceddanne Rafaela, rookie. Blake Dunn and Felny and Celestin. Two more packs left. Good luck, everybody. What can we add here? I see yellow. And since there's only 2 packs left, we got this. What do we have in this one? We have a parallel here as well, and it's orange. Let's go with the yellow or gold first, whatever this is. I think it might be gold. We have Acuna in the front. Pascal Ferreras again in the back. They were on the Ronzo on a nice looking Sapphire. And, oh, that's beautiful. Henry Davis on the gold parallel, numbered to 50. That is a good looking card on that Pirates jersey. That is also serial number 1, our second serial number 1 of the night. Henry Davis and Yamamoto both getting serial number 1 rookie cards. Davis gold Sapphire, Yamamoto refractor to 499. Lorenzo Ferreras and Ronald Acuna Jr. getting hits there. And let's see our last pack and our orange. Bo Bichette in the front. Yavlin Arias in the back with Francisco Villarreal. And our orange is going to be our auto. It's going to be a pitcher. Emiliano Teodo is our ink. Nice to see an orange Sapphire auto, and nice to see 2 orange Sapphires on the break. But Teodo was really not the one that we were hoping for there. Number 6 of 25. Emiliano Teodo orange auto. I did say we were going to have to randomize the Ellie and Caminero at the end of the break. So before I do the recap, I will randomize .org, and I'll let you guys help me out with this. All right, we're going to do a list randomizer. I'm going to put the names. Let's go Junior and Ellie. And somebody in the chat give me a number of times to randomize this list. Somewhere between 1 and 5. Somewhere between 2 and 5. 1's not enough. And that will be whoever is the top name after whatever number somebody picks in the chat for us to randomize. The name on top will get that Camaro and Ellie card. Anyone in the chat want to choose a number of times to randomize the Junior and Ellie before we do the recap? Justin, I said 1 to 5, so Justin said 6. All right, fine, Justin. 6 it is. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Justin, who is going to get it? It stays with Ellie on top. The Ellie and Caminero International Impact Mini Diamond will go to the Ellie spot. Would have been Ellie at randomization 4 or 5. So whoever the Ellie owner is can thank Meb and Justin for that. All right. Recapping the hits from tonight, it was definitely a fun one. There are not many times I don't remember ever having to take this many stands out in a break. So I would say there was no one overarching huge hit in this break, but there were a lot of consistent good hits. So hopefully we sprinkled a little something to everybody's orders tonight. All right, let's see the recap. Starting off with the Christopher Familia yellow sapphire parallel, Alexander Canario yellow sapphire parallel, Yolfran Castillo purple auto, Kirsten Waldrop blue reptilian, Thomas Ireland refractor auto, Andrew Abbott aqua wave, Nolan Arenado refractor, Pascal Ferreira shimmer, Gennaro Miller base auto, Curtis Mead 25th year anniversary, Bo Bichette true blue, Edward Lantigua green shimmer, Jaden Calderon base auto, Pascal Ferreras yellow to 75, Mookie Betts gold, Chris Bryant fuchsia, Lindor refractor, Rylan Thomas purple auto, Angel Feliz base auto, Max Muncy mini diamond, Yosua Lugo shimmer, Yamamoto 25th year anniversary refractor, Walker Jenkins purple Lou Rob fuchsia, Mario Baez refractor auto, Jose Fernandez base auto, Vladimir Asensio shimmer, Carlos Correa refractor, Jeter Martinez shimmer, Sal Frelick 25th year anniversary rookie, Matt Olson fuchsia, refractor of Garrett Cole, Quincy Scott base auto. It came to the league. Jason Dominguez, Miguel Palma, aqua, Evan Carter 25th year anniversary going to our base chromes. Almost forgot that. We had Shen Ang Lin 1, 2, 3, 4 times for Shen Ang Lin. We had Jackson Holiday in base 1, 2, 3 times for Jackson Holiday. Yamamoto, we had at least 1, 2 for Yamamoto. Junior Caminero, 1, 2, and 3 times for Caminero. Let me back that away from the camera a little bit. We have Jackson Churio, I believe, once. Yep, 1 Jackson Churio. 2 Paul Skeens. Jose Perdomo once. PCA twice. Jackson Merrill twice. Paulinho Santana once. Leo DeVries once. And Ellie De La Cruz once for our base chromes. And then going back to the display, we'll start with the Sal Frelick Wave Refractor rookie numbered to 100. Then I'm going to go, I guess, Ellie and Caminero International Impact, numbered to 150 on the mini diamond. Then I'm going to go with, wow, a lot of hits here. Let's go Fernando Cruz and Adriel Rodney matching fuchsia shimmers. Then we'll go Jacob Wilson on the yellow color match to 75. Henry Davis sort of color match on the Pittsburgh jersey with the gold rookie number 1 of 50 Sapphire parallel. I'll go Adriel Rodney base auto next. Then Vladdy Guerrero speckle auto to 499. Steven Martinez black and white mini diamond auto to 100. Let's go Perdomo on the Sapphire selections, number 43 of 50. Emiliano Teodo on the, actually, let's go Yamamoto, 1 of 499 on the refractor rookie next. Then Emiliano Teodo on the orange Sapphire auto, 6 of 25. And Andres Arias on the orange auto 22 of 25 there. Justin, yeah, that is a beauty of a Wilson for sure coming your way. Yeah, definitely a great overall break. That is one of the highest number of top loaders I've ever used in a break. So definitely a lot to go around, hopefully to everybody. And thanks everybody for joining tonight. Hopefully everybody got a little bit of something. We'll be back on Sunday, back to a fresh new case of 5 auto jumbos, half case there, 3 boxes, 15 autos of 2024 Bowman draft. And then we'll be back next Tuesday. Brian running the same thing again next Tuesday. And then I will be back again on Wednesday with that half case of jumbo of 2024 Bowman. So hopefully we catch you guys back in some of those. And Greg, I will get back to you on final details for some Mets and Nats action next weekend. Oh, not you on the yellow, Justin. Well, hopefully we got you something. All right, guys. Thanks again for joining, and I will catch everyone soon. Have a good night.